Okay, 16 minutes gone past 9 o'clock right here on Splash 105.5 FM. Save us that tune from Arelle Tones. I beg your pardon, I was about to call him Jones. I always mix up the tones and the Jones sometimes. Okay, but it's all good. It feels good to definitely listen to that tune. It's a monster record. I love it so much. Yeah, the rap is slick and it's smooth. Okay, I love to listen to rap music, especially when I can connect with it. And of course, it is just, different from the usual. RL is live on deck on Splash. And of course, it's based in the US. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, what's happening? Wagwa, how you doing?
I'm fine, brother. What's going on? What's going on with you?
Hey, I'm just cooling, man. In the States today, it's a holiday, so everybody's enjoying spending time with the family.
Oh, yeah. It's Thanksgiving in the States today. Right.
Exactly.
All right. So, first off, how's Thanksgiving going for you?
So far, so good. The mom is on the phone, she's cooking up some food, so I'm getting ready to eat some jollof rice.
Giving you a taste of what Nigeria feels like, it's funny that each and every time when things happen, and then you have to, leave the shores of Nigeria and then move away, you never forget certain things that you can only enjoy in Nigeria. Trust me. You take the jollof rice with you. You take some of the, hangouts with you. You always take some of those extra stuff with you. So tell me, real quick, what are those things that you probably miss that you wish, okay, if I was in Nigeria right now, I'd probably be doing?
Suya. That's one thing. I don't know. I think... So I grew up here in the States, and so I tell people in the United States that I was in Nigeria last year.
Yeah.
And I tell people that 1 hour in Nigeria is more life than someone in the United States experiences in like a whole week.
Wow.
It's just, that's how different life is there. And, it's rich though. You feel like you're living, but I like that feeling.
Okay, so just 1 hour in Nigeria is like a whole week of life for you. Okay, now I understand why you miss suya so much. I understand why you probably want to have jollof rice today. So I'm just going to talk about the music real quick. Let's talk about your music. Tell me, how long have you been doing this for?
So, to be honest, I've been doing music. My first song I actually recorded was probably almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
But before that, I started doing some rapping and stuff when like Lil Wayne, Cash Money was big. So probably in like 2001, 2002. But I stopped myself, because I was talking about a lot of crazy stuff I didn't do. But I revisited it about 10 years ago.
Wow, so you revisited 10 years ago, and 10 years down the line, how's it been for you?
So that's another story in itself. I did a song, I sent it to a local radio station, and they put it on their website, and so that gave me a little bit of a stamp, like, okay, some people do like what I'm doing, but it took a while. Like, I think not until 2016 that I actually put out another song, and by then, my sound was much more like an Afro fusion. You know what I mean? Like, for those of you who don't know, like, growing up in the United States, but being African too, you're different. You know what I mean? Like, the black people here, they know you're different, and you know you're different. So it's like I'm always in this kind of in between world. And I, of course, grew up with, pizzas and guacu and all that stuff. My parents would play all that for me, so I knew all that. So 2016, put a track out. And then last year, actually, a close friend of mine, we decided, like, we really need to push this music if we're going to do it. So we started a label, and here we are.
All right, lovely, lovely. Talking about the music label, how's it been for you? Growing, deciding to make music, doing this by the books, doing it, structurally. What has changed for you?
Yeah, so it's nothing as we're doing is easy, right? So we've learned quite a bit in this just a little bit over a year. We're still trying to figure that out as far as how we push the music, how we get it out. But ultimately, the first part is making good music, right, and also building connections. We've met some good people. We've been able to do some shows like Burna Boy actually came to where I'm at in Colorado in the United States, and we got a chance to open up for him. So I was one of the opening acts.
Lovely.
And so that was last August. So, you know, we've been getting some traction. So I'm grateful to God that, you know, in a short amount of time, we've been able to do some things and hit some milestones.
All right, big shout out to you, you know, for stepping up, for doing what you know how to do best. But we're going to talk about a little bit about making music right there in the States, and a couple of opportunities, you know, showing up there. You see a lot of guys right here in Nigeria say that it's quite difficult, you know, to, you know, make music, get that support, and maybe you don't get to the top of the food chain. So, but it's a lot different, you know, over there. So tell me, what's the process like? What's the system like when you make music? Is it easy to collaborate with, you know, superstars based in the US? Is it easy to, you know, do certain things? How easy is it for you to make music and thrive in the US?
Well, let me say this in two parts. There's the actual, like, making music, getting in the studio, and then there's also, like, the promotion of it, right?
Okay.
So let's talk about the making music. So when I was in Nigeria last year, I actually recorded a song called Electrical. And I get it. I wanted to do that because I wanted that experience. You know, the generator going off, there's the noise in the background, and, you know, I experienced that, and that part I could see would be a little bit more tough in Nigeria, you know, with the electricity, this and that. Here in the United States, that is definitely a little bit easier. You can even record in your own room. You have stable electricity, this and that. So that actual production of music is a little bit easier in the United States. Okay. When it comes to the promotion and being able to link with, like, really big artists, to be honest with you, it might actually be more difficult than it is in Nigeria, believe it or not. And the reason why I say that is, you know, money talks everywhere. But the reality is, even some of the biggest artists, right? Like, if you wanted to really link with Chris Brown or like 50 Cent or, you know, someone like that, Rihanna, even if you have a lot of money, they don't have to say yes. They could turn it down. You see what I'm saying? They really can. And so that's only one piece. Money is just one part. How are you even going to get close to them is another, you know, question altogether. So it's not really as easy. And then the other part is promoting your music. It's a lot more expensive in the United States to promote anything, not even just music, anything. So it, you know, it could be tough to promote your music here in the United States if your audience is, you know, the United States.
Oh, wow. That's really crazy. You know, a lot of people just try to cross over into the US. Everybody's making music right now in Nigeria, even from the superstars, the A-listers, talking about the Wizkids, the Burna Boy, the David, and even Olamide. Everybody's trying to make music to cross over and take Afrobeat to the next level. Like, everybody wants to move into the mainstream. So you see all these guys come into the US, make music, make big stuff happen. And the question is, sometimes even the guys that are coming right after them, they just want to cross over. Everybody wants to, you know, hit the mainstream. So you coming back to tell me now that it's pretty difficult to even promote stuff, to even get yourself right to the forefront. I mean, I think we should give a lot of kudos, a lot of credit to our young folks doing big and, you know, crossing over to the mainstream. I think we should do that.
Oh yeah. And I think it's not easy to do, and I think there's a combination of factors. I think the idea that, you know, people in the United States, particularly Black Americans, right, that are born and raised here for generations, they understand more and more that, you know, our roots are really in Africa. And this music that Burna Boy is making, that Wizkid is making, that Rema is making, you know, they're understanding that this is our roots. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's one that allows that music to be promoted in the United States. But also, I think the idea of, you know, these artists too, they're making music that's just good music that you don't have to understand exactly what they're saying. Because I'll tell you, even when the little pigeon that I know, right?
Yeah.
15 days. Nobody understands that here. They think you're speaking another language. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's with the rhythm, the beat, that, you know, when I'm out and about and any Nigerian song comes on, no one necessarily maybe knows where it's from, but they all like it. You know, they like the feel of it. They'll still move to it, and that's part of why I think the music is working.
Okay, lovely. Now let's go back to you. Okay, looking at this year, what are the plans you have before the end of the year? I know it's crazy over there. COVID-19 has made so much noise for itself that it has distracted everybody from doing any other thing. So the fact is, there's a lot of things slowing down right now. But yeah, come of it. We've got about 35 days before the end of the year 2020. Do you have anything that you're working on? Do you have maybe music videos that you're going to be putting out pretty soon? Are there big collaborations? What are the stuff that you've got under your sleeves that you probably want to let me know about?
Yeah, so, I don't know if you're as familiar with the concept of mixtapes, but I actually put out a mixtape on YouTube, and I did some remixes of some songs like the Tomorrow song with Manifest, Burna Boy, and Caesar Millie, you know what I mean? I did a remix of those, so that's something I want people to definitely check out just to kind of get a feel for my flavor. And as far as the end of the year, I'm anticipating putting out this EP. So Save Us is actually on the EP that I put out originally, but I took it back down, so I want to re-release it.
Okay.
Before the end of the year. And I'm also working on, how to promote Save Us more. I'm thinking about a video for it, what that looks like. So I'm kind of, looking into that right now. So I hope to give you guys some visuals. But, I'm really excited to just keep working. As far as collaborations, I'm going to do everything organic. You know what I mean? I want to really... I want my sound and my message to be heard, and I want everything to kind of happen organically off of that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
All right, lovely one. So apart from all of these things together, now let's talk about, coming back to Nigeria, because obviously I know that you want to make music and you've got plans for pushing your content a lot in Nigeria. So tell me, are you going to be coming home pretty soon? Is there any plan for that?
Yeah, with COVID and everything, the idea is I might be back maybe early next year. That's hope. That's the hope right now. But we'll see. With everything going on right now, it's hard to really say. There people are locking everything down in the United States. We're at level red alert here, so they don't even want people moving around too much. But we'll see. That's what I'm hoping is early next year I'll be back.
All right, lovely. Okay, so how's family support coming, with, the music? Taking a look at the fact that, you've got family, everybody's talking, people doing all kinds of stuff. What's the support like for your music?
Yeah, family likes it. Obviously, the cousins that I have most of my cousins are in Nigeria. Actually, I don't have a lot of cousins in the United States, and so a lot of the people that have listened to the music have enjoyed it, and honestly, a lot of the Nigerians, even in the United States, that listen to my music, they tell me you should take this back home. You know what I mean?
Obviously, that's what it is. You can't be making enough strive over there. We probably want to have a feel of that. That's why we always say, whatever big stuff you're doing in the US, come back home. It's super important that you actually come back home. It is super important so that they have a feel of your music, because you can be very big, some sort of way. I think everybody just wants to do whatever they want to do and then still come back, find a way to balance both, keep, the audience at home entertained, keep the audience at home loving the vibe, loving the music and stuff. It's really crazy. And I feel like you should pay attention to that as well, okay?
Oh, absolutely. And that's part of why I'm talking to you right now. I got to listen. I have to listen to the wisdom, right?
All right. So tell me real quick, what are the things that you probably want to do as regarding plans moving forward, for Afrobeats? What are major moves that you intend to make in a couple of years from now? Just like they will always say, in a couple of years, where do you see yourself? What do you want to have achieved with, the music?
I'll take it back to what you said earlier, that there's a lot of artists that want to break in the United States. I'm kind of different, even as an American and also as an American Nigerian.
I know, right?
I want to break in Nigeria. I want to break in Africa. And that's one thing that I want to be remembered for. And also I want to do is I want our people to be able to support ourselves. You know what I mean? To have the infrastructure, to have the streaming services, to where we don't necessarily have to come to Europe, or we don't have to come to America just because, their structure and royalty stuff is set up better than ours. I want us to get to a point where we have our own stuff. That's part of what Save Us is about. We have the knowledge and the the tools that we need All we need now is to be determined to do it, and we can do anything.
All right. So you feel like basically, let's talk about our structure for a little bit and the structures that they have over there. I mean, you see everything happen. You know what's happening, when it comes to music. Talking about the Grammy Awards too, I might be, asking you a few questions regarding the Grammy Awards because a lot of people have been talking about the Grammys, so much ranting here and there. I feel a number of people are so disappointed. Yes, The Weeknd disappointed, Drake disappointed. Everybody's kind of disappointed as regarding the nominations for the Grammy Awards. It's something else to talk about. Even Justin Bieber, who was nominated, was also disappointed that he was nominated in a category that he was not supposed to be nominated for. So there's a lot to talk about. Now, the structures over there, do you feel that we are emulating their structures? Or do you think it's right that we should be emulating their structures instead of building something that suits our kind of music in Africa?
Well, here's the thing. I think the actual idea of Grammys and everything, but a Nigerian version is not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. But here's what's different in the United States, and this is what some people don't understand. You see, a lot of the artists are like black, or they're, people of color. Like you have Drake, right, who's mixed. You have, Rihanna, you have The Weeknd, who's actually Ethiopian. You have a lot of these artists, but the people that select the artists, they don't look like them. A lot of them are white. They don't even understand the music. So, but the difference is, if as Africa as a continent, or Nigeria, as a country, or other countries, if they do their own, the people selecting the artists are Nigerians. You see what I'm saying? So just that is going to make a big difference. That's what honestly guys a lot of the issues that we experience.
Oh, right there. So you feel like most importantly, the issue with the Grammys is actually the fact that the people who actually select the music, who nominate people who are in charge of this process, do not even have an understanding of what kind of music that they make first, okay? And then you feel like we copy that. So if you were going to advise us, you probably will be saying that we should pay attention to our own sound. We should, get people that will do what cherish or understand the point that we are coming from to be able to strike a balance. That's what you're saying, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Love
it. It's going to be an award show that's going to, recognize hip-hop or Afrobeat. Please get people who understand hip-hop and Afrobeat.
Oh, lovely. All right, real quick before I let you go, I'm just going to ask you, where can people find you on social media? It was a pleasure talking to you as regarding major stuff. We had fun just in, about the music, the balance and everything. So where can people connect with you on social media?
Absolutely. So on Instagram, you can find me at Arelle_Tones, and that's ARELLE_TONES. You can find me on YouTube, just Arelle Tones spelled out. On Twitter, Arelle the MC. So yeah, I'm getting out there on Facebook as well, Arelle Tones. So just look me up and I'll pop right up. You can probably imagine there's not a lot of people named Arelle Tones that do what I do. So I'm easy to find.
All right, no problem. We'll definitely hook up with you. Thank you so much for stopping by on the show. And then we'll keep your advice super at end, and we'll make sure that we create an environment where people who understand the music or who understand the system are in charge of the system. Okay?
Sounds great, and thank you so much,
No problem.
105.5, my boy Kolade, for bringing me on. Big up.
All right, massive love. Shout out to you for stopping by on the show, though. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right, massive one from Mario there, talking about things happening in the U.S., talking about the Grammys, talking about his music, doing well for himself in the U.S. But, this is a different kind of identity when somebody's doing that big in the U.S., which is like the major capital market. And then he feels like, something is missing back at home. I need to connect with the people at home. Man, I feel like a number of people want to even be in your shoes there. A number of people want to do what you're doing. A number of people want to, have some of the audience that you have, some of the numbers that you have. But that's what it is. All right. Massive love for stopping by on the show. Yes. So much to talk about when it comes to the system that we operate in. So much to talk about when it comes to the music that we have, what we share and all that stuff. A lot to talk about. Everybody wants to break in, but it's all good. Massive love. I think somebody who has successfully done that will be Wiz, will be Barner, and also David. Man, the list is also coming up. A number of people want to do that. But anyway, we're going back to the music. I'll play you something from Arab right after that one. I'm also definitely going to play you something from DJ Khaled, whose birthday is today. And then playing you another tune This one is the craziest song. All right, I love this one as well. It's supposed to be out tomorrow, but you definitely will be listening to it right here first on Splash.